What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video I want to talk about some potential changes that could be happening to Fortnite in the near future in terms of another new game mode coming to the game. Now this all relates to the magical land of sports, so I would like to quickly remind you guys of something that actually happened during the original Big Bang Live event, where we actually saw a potential teaser for what we're going to talk about in today's video that never actually came to light, at least not as of right now. So in that event, as we're getting sucked into the different realities, such as the Lego reality, the rocket racing reality, etc, etc, something that a lot of people noticed was not only did we see a little Fall Guys bean show up there that also eventually ended up being an actual Fall Guys collaboration with the game, but we started seeing a lot of actual details regarding like basketballs and stuff like that. Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This is perfect time. I wasn't even expecting this. You know what? Let's take a break here for a moment to watch the ball actually drop. I was like, what am I hearing in the background? Happy New Year's, everyone, of course, but you know, like I was going to mention in today's video, we have to talk about a new basketball-themed mode potentially coming to the game. So like I was talking about back when it came to the whole entire situation before of the Big Bang event, we saw different little basketball hoops actually showing up with different teams on it and everything else, and when that actually occurred, a lot of people were thinking, oh, maybe they're going to bring back an old mode that we had seen from a court document leak all the way back in the Apple v Epic days that talked about an upcoming basketball minigame where you'd be able to steal balls, shoot balls, and dunk balls. It was going to be something that actually existed as an expansion to Party Royale, but for some reason ended up getting scrapped. And a lot of people thought, oh, since they're actually showcasing this in the Big Bang event, maybe that is something they're working on in order to actually bring it not to the game and not just to Battle Royale or Party Royale or whatever else, but to also bring it to an own like official game mode that anyone could go ahead and play. And then a lot happened, you know, we got a lot of new modes, ballistic, etc, and all the information regarding this mode kind of just went out the wind, right? It was as if it was never existed or talked about because Epic Games themselves hadn't actually promoted anything about it or worked on anything. There weren't any real leaks or anything about it for the longest time. It wasn't until recently when we actually got an update through an actual survey Epic Games was sending out to different people that just play Fortnite and have surveys signed up for that asked a lot about sports, specifically honing in on, do you like esports? And not even just that, but do you like the IP and sports crossover events such as NFL x The Simpsons, NFL x Toy Story? Do you like playing fantasy league sports, watching sports related events, viewing individual athletes' social medias, all this type of stuff specifically related to sports and even sports video games, to the point where they're asking what type of sports do you follow, which have a wide variety of volleyball, auto racing, lacrosse, cycling, tennis, Australian rules football, which I actually didn't even know was a thing, football for USA and NFL, boxing, basketball, field hockey, mixed martial arts, aka MMA, baseball, track and field, winter Olympics, not water, pickleball, summer Olympics, professional wrestling, table tennis, X Games, ice hockey, rugby, cricket, swimming, soccer / global football, and even golf. So they mentioned a lot of different sports there, trying to get a gauge on which type of sports do the people who play Fortnite enjoy the most. And the reason why I feel like they're doing this is to figure out what type of mode they can make into an official thing. Maybe basketball ends up not being the thing we end up getting in the future, right? Maybe something like track and field or X Games or table tennis, pickleball, maybe something along those lines is actually a lot more popular that causes Epic Games to kind of reevaluate what they're working on and decide, you know what, we're going to do a auto racing mode or something. Now, of course, we've already kind of seen a racing mode with rocket racing, but maybe there's even some other stuff like a tennis mode, a volleyball mode. Even if they're just mini games, it could be turned into an official mode. So I definitely think with them having teased basketball in the game before, and with us even seeing them kind of, you know, tinkering with it behind the scenes all the way back during the Apple v Epic days, I wouldn't be surprised if the reason they started asking about this in surveys out of absolutely nowhere is to kind of gauge interest in different type of sports events and different type of sport genres to figure out what they should and shouldn't turn into official modes for us to actually play later down the line. It could be really interesting to see if we get something like cricket as an actual game mode in Fortnite. Will they actually do something like cricket? I doubt it. But at the same time, as someone who likes stuff like a golfing minigame in video games, imagine if we had like a fully fledged golf mode in Fortnite. So you can go from Battle Royale to a Lego mode to like a first person shooter type of mode all the way over to just playing golf. with like a golf pass or something, right? It would be an odd thing that they could 100% do, but it's of course something that is going to be super far away, and as it goes with any survey, even though they mention things, it could mean that they're just trying to gauge the interest in certain things, but it doesn't mean that guaranteed we're going to be getting all of these different things as official game modes, or even any of them as official game modes. As we've already seen before, when it comes to Epic Games, they typically will actually ask these type of questions, and then as they test stuff internally, decide if they want to fully go through with a whole entire mission to make a certain game mode, or if they want to go ahead and scrap that collaboration or game mode or whatever it might be in favor of putting their efforts towards something they think might be more beneficial for the game in the long run. But of course, as time goes on, we're going to hear more and more about new game modes, because as we know, Fortnite wants to really become this whole entire fully fleshed out metaverse with like everything. It wants to be the everything game in a way, and they're going to continue working on different game modes every single year in order to try bringing that vision further and further to reality. I mean, if you guys even pay attention to the leaks and stuff we've had before, keep in mind, we got 3 new game modes this year when not even like a whole year ago or whatever else, we also had the Disney game mode leaked to us, and then, you know, they announced and all this type of stuff, and who knows when that's coming to the game. So we obviously know that they have plans years in advance, and they're definitely still planning to release more game modes when we already have stuff confirmed like a Disney game mode. We know that they've worked on a basketball game mode before. We know that they're working for new game modes for Ballistic, for example, maybe something like Domination, Team Deathmatch, you know, just different modes that actually use that first person aesthetic and that first person gameplay. So it's only a matter of time until we end up seeing more and more things come into the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up getting some actual sports-themed video games put into this game. I mean, imagine saying that Fortnite is the biggest competitor to something like NBA 2K or something like that, right? And even though it sounds kind of outlandish to say it right now, I could 100% see that being a thing that is mentioned in the near future. So without further ado, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and Happy New Year's. I honestly didn't even plan that ahead of time. I just, you know, the ball dropped while we were playing, so I was like, hey, let's go ahead and watch it. But until next time, I'll catch you champs and champions a little bit later with another upload. Peace out.